No introductions, no introductions. You know what this is all about. Guys, welcome to the channel. It's Iboa, and I appreciate that you're here with me today. You know, when I was getting this for test, I was asking myself, you know, I think you guys know a lot about this one. Probably more than I do in some instances, because this is the Ford Ranger Raptor, and hey, this thing was marketed for days. I mean, on billboards, TV, YouTube, so many channels. I'm sure you can get a lot more information on this. And today, I just want us to drive it together, guys. You know, after such a long week where you're tired, you need some therapy. For someone like me, driving is actually helping a lot when it comes to therapy. And you know what, city escape, it's something that I value as well. That, you know what, just go somewhere where like you can breathe in like fresh air and all those. So that's something that I just want to experience with you guys in here. I mean, we have a powerful machine on our hands, 292 kilowatts, 583 Newton meters of torque. And hey, I want to see how it performs on the road. How is it as a cruiser, and the fun that you can have with it when you're on the road. You know what, we'll talk about more of that on the road. Without further ado, then let's go. Every valve, whatever they put in this thing, Can you see me, my brother? I'm passing. If you can't see me, you must hear me. Yes, sir. So yeah, this is where we begin our journey in the center of Pretoria, and we're about to hit the road. I think we're gonna do probably 300 kilometers or so. I'm not sure, but I might be wrong. But we're gonna do like Magalies side, your Cradle of Humankind side, then all the way to Harties, and then back by the N4 towards, of course, Silver Lake, everything there. So that's basically how we're gonna do it. That's what I believe. It's a little bit therapeutic, especially as a road trip, if you want to do it around Gauteng and so on. But yeah, let's start the car, and you'll feel that fruity start that it has, especially when then it's just like warm, the engine is warm like this. It has this undertone that is just fruity and nice. And yeah, I like it because it starts on normal, and then you can take it to sport. Of course, you can take it to Baja, and then it makes those sounds outside and so on. I can play them for you now, but what I like is that you can put it on quiet mode. Look, it's not every day that you're going to want a car to be doing like loud noises and so on and so on. So from that perspective, I think they did well by at least making it to be like having this quiet mode. I think for me, I love it for that, because I don't want to make noise every day. There are days where I'm just annoyed by every sound, and I just want it to be a little bit quiet. It's not too quiet, but it's quiet enough for me to like it. And yeah, I'm with Uncle in the car, and we're gonna do this journey together. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, I think we'll do the navigator thing later. Let's just hit the road, guys, before we lose more time. We are living. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I think you know the city well. So we're just gonna escape the city, and we'll talk more when we are on the other side, when we hit the highways and so on. So yeah, let's do it like that. So guys, we are leaving the city now. No, let me not do this. Look, I'm gonna put it on normal, and yeah, this is where it's going to be for now. So here's the thing. Out of that 330 something kilometers that I spoke about, or did I say that we've done 300 and something kilometers? 330 now, 336 actually here. We're averaging 15.9, and yeah, we've been playing with the exhaust. And you can see as well, we are left with only 100 kilometers on the clock, which means that we need to fill it up before we even go far. So yeah, I don't think you're expecting this to be like let me just get in here and focus a bit. I don't think you're expecting this to be like what is this, well, like economy kind of a thing where then like you need to be a fuel saver and so on. Yeah, I think that's what I was looking for. I think that's what you're expecting from the Raptor. When you buy it, I think you need to know what you're getting yourself into. You shouldn't just buy it and think that you're going to use it every day, especially if you're driving around town like that. That's where you're going to feel that, you know what, you're going to pay a lot more money. And if you like playing with the exhaust as well, you will have issues. But here's the thing, once you get used to driving this every day, I don't think you're going to be in a position to say I'm going to be loud all the time. There are people that love that, of course, but most of the time what I've realized is that people just love being loud. Where there's like a group of people, I don't know if maybe it's for show or what, but once you're alone on the highway, normally a lot of people, it's not easy, unless if then there's traffic and you're overtaking people and so on. But just alone, guys, it can't be. It can't be. It's not, it's, I don't think it's something that people enjoy all the time. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong as well, because people just enjoy their own cars the way that they want to. So there's a bit of traffic here, guys, and we're still in the city. You know this part very well, so I'm not going to focus much on it. Okay, let's get in. Up the hill. Corolla, come on. What? Yeah, listen to that. You won't hear it on the camera, believe me. But hey, it is proper nice. We were left with 103 kilometers. Just like that, we are on 100, on 99 now. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. That was like, I think it was a solid line. It ends here. Sorry to everyone. Because, you know, we are law-abiding citizens in here. So, yeah. Hey, and then, what is that? Hi, boo. I'm not even far already. I'm seeing people braking and stuff. Guys, let me switch. Yeah, I think that's fine. We're fine now. I know there's usually traffic cops somewhere there, so I'm not gonna play around with tickets here, guys. And sometimes they just take like a ticket and now they're gonna have to give it to Ford and then come to me. I don't know, so it's gonna be a lot of admin. So that's why some people are asking me, why are you not just driving 140, 150? And I'm like, my guy, I must lead by example here. Okay. But you know what, guys? As usual, we'll talk when I get onto the N14 towards, is it Lanceria? That deep sloot side. We'll talk there. For now, let's push. You know why, guys? I'm saying you can't really make noise all the time, because even if you have like a car like this that is like making noise on the road and so on, you seriously need to understand that at some point it's going to settle down. Unless if you keep reducing your speed and taking it back up again, then maybe you will be hearing that sound all the time. But like this car, it has a bimodal exhaust, of course, which means then it can open up, it can close up, and so on and so on. That's why then you see that quiet mode, whatever that may be. And because of that, you'll see, even if you go to Baja mode and it's loud when you're picking it up and so on, it will reach a point, especially because now on the highway like this, you're driving 120 and yeah, you're not necessarily gonna be exceeding that, right? I should do this. You're not going to be exceeding that. So if you're gonna settle on that speed, you whether it's 150 or not, at some point you're gonna settle, and that's where then you will feel that actually there's nothing to it. So you probably gonna find yourself having to put it back, because it's not beneficial for you to actually keep on just taking the speed down and low up, which is where places like your long-term pass and so on. And this is normal mode, guys. This is normal mode. This is where the places where there are caves and all those things, that's where they come in. And when you have a buggy like this, you always need to remember, like when I was driving in town now, because of these switches here, if you put it on 2H, it's only driving on the rear wheels, and that can be dangerous for you because it plays a lot with the tail. And I have to say, the tires that are here are the same tires that were on the previous gen Raptor, and they're not sticky. I can tell you that. Once you put it on 2H, this thing plays with the tail. You pick up from the traffic light, you try to move as quick as you can, you will hear the screeches as if you are trying to impress everyone around you. And anything can happen at that point because there's no weight at the back. Most of the weight is here. So if the tail goes this way, I don't know what will happen to you. Then you're gonna start telling us that you were driving spiritedly and this happened. You need to avoid that at all times, at least. Okay, guys, this is the N14, and right now we are headed towards Magalies. I'm thinking 87 kilometers. That's all we have. I think there's a total somewhere just after Deep Sloot, so I'm gonna bank on that. I'm not gonna drive spiritedly for now until we actually fill this thing up and make sure that at least we have enough fuel to actually do this trip. So we'll talk. Bambi, let's keep moving. Oh no, wait, it has cruise control, and it's an adaptive cruise control, which means, is it on? Yes, it's on now. It's locked, it's in, which means I can curve without actually touching the steering wheel. It will brake, it will do everything. This tech is old now. I mean, yeah, we've been seeing it for quite some time now. I mean, yeah, but it's still enjoyable, especially on long journeys like this. It's very much enjoyable. Let's push. So guys, at 80, that's where the light came in, and it says we only have 80 kilometers from now. But I swear to you, that total is there, and I'm pretty sure it's open. Otherwise, I don't want to say what will happen. Uncle will push. There's no way. We're literally just rolling this thing to the garage now, just to make sure that at least we are sorted. Ish, that polo is gonna disturb my cruising speed now. There's a P series behind me, LTD. Remember how rugged that is? It reminds me of our conversation on the P series actually, with the suspension that is there, because this is also an off-road based vehicle. As much as now I just want to see how it performs and how it feels on the road like this, but one would expect that you'd be testing it off-road and doing the hardcore stuff, but I think we've seen that. We know it can do that. I mean, the setup here is not that different to the previous gen anyway, but it's I think it's bolstered, it's enhanced in terms of performance, because this has the Fox suspension, and unlike the Walltrack X that we drove with the Bilsteins, I think the Bilsteins are a little bit different, and they're not as soft as the Fox suspension in this case, because these ones, the towing cap here actually is reduced drastically by a whole ton to 2.5 tons instead of the standard 3.5 tons on the other ranges. And when it comes to the load capacity as well, it doesn't load as much, because I think the others can load up to 1 ton or so in the bin at the back in the load bay, but this one is around 700 and something. So you're losing a lot when it comes to utility and functionality, whatever that may be, but you're gaining a lot on performance and lifestyle overall. And you will decide. I mean, how many times do people who are driving double cabs actually carry so much load, like to 1 ton? I mean, I'm just seeing TVs and other stuff in the load bay. I hardly ever see people carrying like heavy stuff on the double cabs. Otherwise, you just buy like a workhorse and then you carry like the heavy stuff and so on. So yeah, from that perspective, I think I can't really blame it much, unless for those that are actually hauling a lot, because then now you will have that big caravan. I don't know how heavy those things are anyway, but I doubt that thing is 3 tons, unless if you just packed it up like a normal kitchen and it's like a normal house inside with heavy stuff. Maybe that's when it will be a little bit of a challenge. But hey, this thing is capable. It's very much capable. How far is that total? Because hey, guys, and I'm seeing kilometers dropping every single time I look at the gauge. Kilometers are dropping, but let's push on. I'm sure it's not far. Should be seeing it. Should be down there. I think that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. Let me turn off this cruise control, because I can see the thing now. I can see the garage. Is it total or is it shell? No, it's total. I think it's total. And when it comes to the driving modes, of course, it's always been on normal. You can change the exhaust to be on sport or Baja without actually changing the drive mode itself, which then when you're changing it and putting the drive mode to sport, you will see that it's changing the graphics to black and so on. And man, why are you doing that? I put it, get out of there, get out. Okay, it's on sport now, it's black. And if I put it like this, now it's making the right sounds now. You see, it's holding the gear quite longer, and can feel that it wasn't going to be enough for me to get to I mean, any legal speed wasn't going to be enough. Rather, let's get here and fill this thing up and see how much it's going to cost us. This is a 81 liter tank, guys, so yeah. Let me put it back to normal. We're doing normal things now with normal people. So I'm just getting to the garage now. We're gonna fill up and see how it's gonna work out. See, Agil is preparing food there. We just got like pap and chicken and whatever. It's quail. I don't know why is it quail. But hey guys, we are from Limpopo, and Rena, when we are waking, pap is the way. Pap is the way. Look, we just finished eating now, and yeah, we are hitting the road again. Hope I won't fall asleep because we just had the pub now. But yeah, uncle, let's hit it. Let me move it back to 4A. Probably let me put it on spot for you guys so that you can get a little bit of sportiness. I mean, I just had pub. If I had a choice, I would put it on spot from now on until it says we have 495 kilometers from that 70 something. I think it was on 70. Let's just run it down to 70. So basically what we filled up now, that 1.5 or so, it gave us an additional 425 kilometers. And hey, we'll see, because it showed that the fuel is empty when we were at around 80. It was like showing 80 kilometers to go, and we had done 370, I think. So now it's on 375 so far. So let's go. Like, seriously, there's just no way. If you put it on spot like this, I don't know, you need to be driving way too fast, because right now doing 120 is just not enough. You can see it's like down to 6 and I'm already on 133, and that's it. And just like that, it's showing 490 kilometers already. Let me put the exhaust on Baja. Look, when you put the exhaust on Baja like this, it assumes that, or rather, the recommended. What's happening, guys? Every time I'm driving, a truck is doing something. It just went this way and then this way. Now it's going back this way. Oh, listen to that exhaust now. Now it opened up everything. Every valve, whatever they put in this thing. Ah! Oh, we gonna pay for this big time. How are we gonna pay? But it is what it is. Okay, I can't go further than that. I can't. Oh man. This is lovely, man. Look, that's why I was saying, okay, let me take it back to normal, because we need to drive now. Look, I can have the exhaust. No, it's still on sport. You see, the exhaust also went back to normal, so we are fine now. So this is what I was saying to you, right? When you're on a long journey like this, I mean, is it really recommended that you do, like, you put it on sport and keep on doing it, especially when the road is like this? Look at that. It's like it was put down by a ruler. It's so straight. So I think when we find curves and so on, it will be much more fun to put it on sport, and you can actually just have that fun. And what I think as well is that, because when you have it on two-wheel drive, You can shift on the fly, by the way. I see it changes even on 119 or something. Because I know others were recommended that you should make it, when you're changing it, it will allow you at around 100 kilometers or so. But this one, I see that it's changing at around 119. Otherwise, I was saying that when it's straight like this, even when you're driving on two wheels, I think it's not a problem. And others are claiming that it can actually save fuel. So, yeah, I guess on a straight like this, I don't have a problem with putting it on 2H. We'll see it up there because we will find some curvy stretches and so on. We'll see how it goes. For now, let's push. Look guys, I love this road, but yeah, I'm not sure if the sun is helping right now and the camera might not like what is happening right now with the sun because it's just making the road to be a little bit pale. But I'm hoping that it's better on video and it can show outside, because yeah, there's another road that I like, especially leading to the other side of Magalies and so on, because this is Muldersdrift, ne? Yeah, Muldersdrift. I wonder if I take you out, you will not see the light of day. Wedding venues here and so on, you can come and do your thing. Nyalang guys, please, nyalang. By the way, this is normal, and I love it when it's on normal, honestly. It doesn't make too much noise, especially on the highway like this, but it's still giving you that fruity sound and so on. And I did say to a few people that, look, for me, the V6 sound, I always have a way with the 6-cylinder and the way that I want it to sound. And I think for this car, you really need to squeeze that accelerator to actually end up getting that tone that hits the heart when it comes to the V6. So that's one thing that I don't like about it. But hey, once you put it on Baja mode and you just want to hear the exhaust sound. I think at least it tries to do that. But because then now it has a lot of gas, by the time it gets to gear 10, I don't think you would be you'd be doing like a normal speed anymore, especially when you put it on sport and so on. So that's just one thing probably that I need to just get that last kick from the V6, but it will be going so fast that it's yeah. I can't. Maybe in another channel, guys, it will happen, but yeah, for now this is what I'm dealing with. And I think at some point I was talking to the suspension. Look, the fork suspension on the open road like this, right now, look, it's funny because this is what I said about the Bilstein as well, that they are comfortable compared to a lot of bakkies out there. And in Ranger form, let's try and put our muscles down. Oh man, that is nice. Whenever I get an opportunity to do that, I won't hesitate, guys. But here's the thing, I said the suspension in the World Trek X does feel a little bit stiff compared to this one, and yes, it does. And right now, something that I experienced as well in the other car, I'm experiencing it in here. You can feel the difference between the rigid suspension that you find in the normal Rangers and so on. Those things are comfortable. Funny enough, as much as they're using leaf springs and so on, they're very much comfortable because it's like it's one thing basically. It's just so rigid that it's when you are hitting like hard bumps and so on, it's shaking together like this. But this one, you can feel that it's a little bit independent from each other in terms of how it's responding to the bumps and how then it's moving on the imperfect roads and so on. Oh, I know. Nah. Let's keep it straight for now. Okay, yeah, but that's just one thing. I think you can feel that it's independent. I don't know if you will like it or not, because in the normal Ranger, of course, everyone loves that. Everyone loves how it drives and you can do a long distance in. And one thing I appreciate as well is the seats. Man, these things are bulky. They feel bulky to the bum as well, to the back as well. They feel bulky. Like you can feel that, you know what, I'm enjoying this now. This long journey, I can do it for a very long time, because even the adjustments on the seat, there's quite sufficient adjustment. That is where you go, guys, for the, what is this, Maruping Cradle of Humankind, where they found the first species of what we are right now, whatever that is. If you want to do it, you can go that way, guys. But hey, back to our story. Should I take this road? Because then now the sun is going to be against us. I think I should. I wanted to go straight. I enjoyed that road so much when we did that Mercedes-Benz. I'm gonna put it on sport, and then we're gonna get on this road, guys. I don't know how it is, but hey, let's go. No, man, what is that? This thing locks, guys. It locks when I'm on, that was on rock crawl or something. It locks when I'm turning these driving modes. It locks, and then it's doing that. But let me start from the bottom, because you can see that now it's sport. So I'm putting it on sport. It's on sport now. Let's hear the exhaust sound. We're gonna put it on Baja. It's not recommended. I'm not gonna do this for long, but now you can feel the wind noise now. It's really coming in, and yeah, I don't know, I don't think I care though, because you know, this exhaust, the way it's calibrated as well, it's a little bit different. It's like it's hitting right just behind me, right here. And that's something that I think I applaud Ford for. Oh man, this thing. Steering wheel spot we are on. Guys. Oh. Swear, man, this thing is it's so easy to just pass 120, 129 and so, but on straights like this, you know, you can feel that it has died down a bit when it comes to the exhaust. But hey, this thing, and now because I'm on 4A, I'm a little bit confident because I can feel that it has sufficient grip. As much as these BF Goodrich tires that are here are not like gripping that much, especially on soft surfaces like this, but when you put it on 4A, this is permanent 4x4, which means it's sharing the torque when there's slippage and all those. Woo! Guys, you're gonna get me arrested, you know. I think this is you, it's not me. Woo-wee. Guys, I can do this every day and every hour. Okay, it's 80 here, guys. It's 80. We need to behave. But this 80, guys, I'm sure it doesn't last. It doesn't last because there's a sharp curve. I think I hit. Okay, no, I have to go. Okay, guys, you know what, ne? I complained about this exhaust, and I think now I'm finding a reason to love it again and again and again. Woo-wee. Man, guys, look at the scenery here. Besides the exhaust and everything else, just look at the scenery. Wow. Let me stop on the side of the road. Boom. Hey. Now let me interrupt this a bit. Imagine having this kind of car and not parking it in a proper garage. Look, that's where guys like Shimi Homes and Projects come in to sort you out with a proper home that's going to have sufficient space to actually park this kind of car. And hey, check them out on Facebook, on Instagram, link in the description below. Let's carry on. Yeah, so guys, let's go. We are still on Sport and Baja. Let me get on the road properly. How are we gonna pay, guys? Big time, because hey, when I'm looking at the fuel consumption. But you know what, ne? This is all worth it. I think our trip right now, I can end it now because why not? Yo, this delayed change downs as well. You might not be hearing them properly, but hey, they're proper, eh? Can you see me, my brother? Passing. If you can't see me, you must hear me. Yes, sirs. You know, guys, the last time I enjoyed this road so much, believe it or not, I was in a Citroen C3. This side. Don't remember if I was exactly on, I don't think I was on this road per se, but the other one coming that way towards Krugersdorp, somewhere there. I'm telling you, it was proper. Look, guys, it's not easy to maintain anything below 120. It's like you're trying to keep it there, but every time you touch the accelerator, it's already above. It's already above. Look at that. How much are we gonna pay for this sport mode thing? I don't know, guys. Guys, like seriously, I'm not even trying to do much. But what I like about it, as much as you can hear the wind noise, it's not overly annoying. Which reminds me, the exhaust or the sound system, because we have a B&O sound system in here, and I'm gonna put this off, then we're gonna play the sound system. Look, we are leaving Gauteng now. We are going to Northwest. We are going to Northwest. There you go. I want to stop here because I want to look for a track so that we can play the sound system. Okay, let's see. Who should I play? I think the O never disappoints me when it comes to, come on, sound system test. Guys, we don't have network. Oh yeah, there's the O. I'll play Denali. Denali, let's go. Or let's go. The track is coming, but it's far for this car. It's too far for this car. So yeah, B&O sound system. We're talking 10 speakers. There's a sub at the back. The subwoofer in here, it's not the same as the one that I've seen in the other ranges in terms of placement. It's actually placed outside. I think the network is giving us problems. But hey, I hope it's gonna hold now. But yeah, it's not placed the same way, but I think it plays almost the same. So yeah, that is the B&O sound system in the Raptor. If you've watched our World Track reviews, you probably didn't even notice any differences because there isn't any really. Like I said, this subwoofer is placed a little bit differently, but I don't think it makes a lot more difference from the punchiness or anything like that. But like I said before, when it comes to the sound systems in here, you can feel that staging is important, because I mean, these things are just on a straight wall like this. It's not like when you have a coupe like car or SUV where you can hide it in the boot and can pump it in there and bring out a strong bass. But in this case, yeah, it is enough, but if you are very strong on bass, you might end up looking for something else to add to that. But I'm not bothered by that. It's actually quite balanced. It's okay for a Baki. I'm not sure if you're gonna find anything better than it. But hey, we're back now to the exhausts. It's on normal, but we can do that if we want. Hey, I'm gonna remember this trip. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. So we're about to take the N4 now, and when we get to the N4, of course, we are heading back that way. Then we will be heading to Pretoria. Basically, I went around like this. Yeah. And there are more routes that you can use actually, like around Magalies and so on, to just take things off a bit, eh? Just take things off a bit. There's this nice bridge ahead of us there. It's like a nice bridge. You can just stop there and take some photos. I remember taking this. We stopped there, I think, when we were driving the C200. It was a nice spot to take photos. Hey, but now, man, everyone is just so chilled, man. I think it's that. It's not even a Quantum. I think it's a. I don't remember who's doing this Ibu-based taxis. Is it? It's not Bayak. I don't remember though. Just thank you, buddy. See the bridge that I was telling you about. Pretoria North, Magalies, and all this. So this is like the bridge. We stopped somewhere here in the Mercedes. I see now it's just green. It's not even like water or anything like that. I think there was a cleaning campaign around here to get rid of, I don't know what you call these things. But now they're this side. I think they were there at Harties. Get in, buddy. Get in. Nah, but I think I want the N4. This one, I think it's gonna go via Harties if I remember very well. No, I'm going straight. Huh? Am I losing the plot here? Ah, guys, I am that R560. How does this thing go? get the N4 there. It's fine. And now I'm getting lost here. No, see, N4 is there. I thought I'm getting lost. So I don't want us to end up in Harties, because then we're gonna take time to get out of Harties. Maybe someday we'll drive to Harties, but today it's not that day. Maybe cancel, remove that, and yeah. 52 minutes to Pretoria from here. Why is it so far? Come on, Mercedes. To the N4. These are nice roads, man. Maybe let me stop here. I'm gonna take a photo of the world that I was on this road at 512. So clean. Okay. This is before we get to the N4. Let's stop. If I turn it off, you know it's gonna do that fancy thing. Okay, we are almost back in Pretoria. We're left with 55 kilometers now. And that will be it. So basically, we're going to the highway now, to the N4. So that means we're just gonna do a straight. Like I said, on the highway, I don't see a reason why we should be like going and full blast on exhaust and so on, because it's gonna die down anyway. Gonna get to 120 and it's just air that is coming out of the exhaust basically. So yeah, let's push and you'll just see the N4 coming from this side. Otherwise I think it goes all the way to wherever. That way I think people who are from Northwest know this better than I do. Oh wow, it's a sport. Oh come on, Swift, please. Oh, what's it? Guys, I keep forgetting that when it kicks, you know, I keep looking at the gear shifts and not the speed. Then I realized, oh wow, okay, this thing is actually already flying around 130 to 140. But yeah, guys, probably that's the last time I'm playing the exhaust like that. You had it. That was on spot though, not on Baja like we did on that other road. So yeah, let me put it back to calm down. And yeah, let's push back to Pretoria. It's just the open road now. I can literally just put it on cruise control and pew. See how straight this thing is. It's just curvy there, but there's nothing else. I think for me the fun is at the curves. If you find a road like that, a back route that you can use to play with your car, by all means do that. What's happening here? Hilux, all the fridges opening the door and stuff. With the Hilux, I see that, yeah, he's pushing. But hey, look, guys, I think we haven't even spoken about this car just for whatever it is. Let this guy pass. But you must know, I have capacity. I do have enough in case he wants me to do that. But yeah, look guys, I think as a vehicle, this is gonna cost you what, around 1.2, just above 1.2, I think 1.226 or something, 1.2 million. And when I'm thinking of that and how much you're getting in this car, there's just so much that you're getting, and it's almost everything that comes with this spec. In fact, you can just pay that and not add anything and still be in a better space. This paint that is here, the black one, I forgot the name, I think it will cost you around 1,400 rands. And the thing that I wouldn't add on this particular car is the decals. They have decals here, and yo, I cringe a bit because I don't really like decals and stuff. In fact, I don't like modifying the car in any way. And yeah, if there's one thing I can remove is that, because it's gonna cost you 8 grand, around 8 grand just to add those decals. And then when you look at it, it comes as it is. It comes with all this stuff: the adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, B&O sound system, lane keep assist, centering, everything that they put in a Ranger you're gonna get in this car. And the only thing that you don't get, of course, that is not standard even for the other Rangers, is the roller shutter. This one doesn't have the roller shutter, and for you to actually spec that, you're gonna pay an additional, I think, 25k or something. And if you go to the accessories page, you'll see there's much more accessories that you can add to this car as well. But hey, look, I love my stuff as simple as possible. I wouldn't add those accessories. Like, I understand the functionality of them, like the boot cover there in front and so on, the ones on the side for the wind noise and everything else. Look, I get that, but I would leave this as it is. Probably get it in gray, just have the Raptor written at the back, and as simple as it is, I will leave it like that. I think I love it like that. And when you come to the interior, of course, the Raptor differentiates itself from the others through these accents. I think they look orange to me. I don't know if they are red or orange, but they look orange to me. And the seats as well, you'll see that they're bulky, they're different, they're sporty. That's what you're going to find that is different to the Raptor. Everything else the same as the Rangers. I think the screen as well, it's something, I think the Ranger Platinum now has the screen, but all the other Rangers, they have the smaller screen. And this one is the same as the Wild Track as well. There's nothing different that you're going to find in here. Yeah, I think there is nothing different really, except the fact that now, of course, you have this sporty one. You can even use pedal shifters, and they are quite nice to actually feel. I think they're aluminum or something like that. I don't know, it's brushed, or guys, it's metallic, whatever that is. But hey, look, it is quite a stunning car actually. When I think about what it can do, and when it settles down like this, I mean, now it's on normal mode, I do get that tone coming from the exhaust. But if I just wanted to chill, I have it on a quiet mode like this. I put it on cruise control or whatever that may be, adaptive. I'm just relaxed. I don't even feel tired even after going up and down. The thing about this trip that we've just done now is that it's not that long, but it's tiring because you have to focus. You have roads that are just back roads and so on, potholes here and there. And that's the thing probably that I would say maybe it's a little bit discouraging, because if you have like a car with low profile tires and you want to have fun with it, you might be discouraged from that perspective. But I don't think you want to have fun on the highway generally, so that's why I recommend it for anyone who wants to just go out there and just get the steam out. So yeah, overall as a vehicle right now we're averaging 15.5 over the last 485, so I'd say 500 kilometers or so. Even with the way we've been driving it, pushing it here and there, I can't really complain, because this is a heavy vehicle. It has a big engine and it's satisfying when you want to push it. And another thing that I enjoyed as well is definitely the grip. When it comes to how it grips so fine. I mean, this suspension can really manage to bend this thing out like this easily. When you're doing this, you know, you don't get a lot of roll when you on the roads that are just cavey and so on. That's another thing that I think for me I like so much about it. When it comes to comfort, it's neither here nor there, especially compared to the normal Wild Track that is using the normal suspension. I enjoyed that so much. I enjoyed the XLT as well. I drove it on this road and I found it, I think for me, it felt a little bit comfortable. Yes, but at the same time, it's almost redundant, because this is an independent one, and you can see that they tried as much as possible to make this car independent, even with the panels that they used. Like if you look at the bumper in front, it's like completely separate from the top part and so on. It shows that they understand that it's going to be flexible whenever you want to jump, whenever you want to, you know, whatever that may be. So for me, this is like almost perfect when it comes to the Baja world. I can't even complain about the fuel consumption or anything like that, because it's supposed to chow. If it performs like this, it's supposed to chow. But otherwise, everything else, guys, this is a Ranger. Practicality, whatever that you can think of, you will find it in the normal Ranger as well. So yeah, I think let's just push probably towards, when we get to Pretoria North, then I will cut the video. I see there's a camera somewhere there. They love them on this road, by the way. If you want to drive on this, just know that they love them. Otherwise, let's keep going. Yep, so guys, you can see this is Pretoria, Wonderboom side, Pretoria North. We're back. If you don't know this side, I don't know. I know there are others that are just taking the N1, others are just taking the N3, others are just taking the N4 towards that side. But I'm sure everyone who stays here knows this side. Not going to say everyone, but maybe 80%. That's my estimation. Otherwise, guys, I think it was a good trip from my side at least. And it was giving me a lot of perspective actually on this vehicle. I think this is one of those that I remember when I was driving the XC60 that I can't fault it for what it is. And that is the same here. Yes, the way it is, probably because of the BF Goodrich, you have to find yourself with a permanent four-wheel drive more often than not. But what I like about them is that as much as they're off-road buyers, they're not making a lot of noise. And yeah, from that perspective, I think, yeah, wow, this is a very good car. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that it's petrol, you could practically go anywhere you want to. But right now, because of course this 80 liters doesn't give you a lot of range unless if you're very conservative with it, which I don't know how, but maybe it will give you 600, I don't know, because I think Ford is saying it can do around 11 point something. So of course I haven't seen that. I can see I'm around 15. I'm not worried about that though. So from that perspective, I think, yeah, what a car, what a vehicle. Ford has done a great job here. You can do a long distance in this thing for as long as there's enough fuel stations on the way. And I see there is a fuel station ahead of us, which is our last stop and where we're going to be cutting this video. I enjoyed this car, whether it's on the highway or on the back routes. I think I have massive respect for it. There's of course there are cars that are overhyped and so on. This one deserves the hype. It definitely deserves the hype because it's that good. Guys, really appreciate that you're here with me today, and this is where I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna go into this fuel station and it's bye-bye. Not here. There in front. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Really appreciate it, and I am out.